Hello student. In last session we have discussed that is the graphical method to find out the dimension synthesis of the mechanism. Dimension synthesis means to find out the dimensions or angle between the links of the mechanism, in which we have discussed that is two methods. First one is the inversion method and second one is the relative pole method. And these two methods we have discussed for both type of mechanism. That is, first one is a 4-bar chain mechanism and slider drag mechanism. Okay. Now in today's session we will discuss that the analytical method. In graphical method we need to draw some diagrams or we require some pencil and paper for this. But in analytical method we solve it by the use of the equations. We will solve the mechanism, or we will find out the dimensions of the mechanism by using some equation. So here analytical method for dimension synthesis it is called the Freudenstein equation. The Freudenstein equation is one scientist we have discovered this method, that's why it is called the Freudenstein equation. Here this method is used for a 4-bar chain mechanism. The Freudenstein equation method is used for a 4-bar chain mechanism. As relative pole method and inversion pole method we have discussed for a 3-position synthesis of the mechanism. Here also the 4-bar chain mechanism also synthesis. Here we have given that 3 positions of the mechanism. In this method also we have given that the 3 positions of the mechanism. Okay. So for this purpose we will draw our slider drag mechanism. Sorry, our 4-bar chain mechanism. So this is our 4-bar mechanism. This length is L1, which is fixed. This length is L2. This length is L3. And this length is L4. Okay. We have to derive an equation in this method. Okay. So to derive the equation, we will consider this A1 point is at the origin of our coordinate system. We will consider that the point A1 is at the origin of our xy coordinate system. So we will draw here x and y axis. So this is my y axis and this is my axis. Okay. Now here we have that is length L2, that is link 2 having a length L2. And this link is divided into 2 components, that is x component and y component. So if we consider this height is L2 into sine component, and this distance is L2 into cos component. Okay. So here we consider that the link 2, that is A1 to B1, makes an angle theta with the x-axis. Here we consider that link 2, that is A1 to B1, makes an angle theta with the x-axis. Similarly, we consider here link 3, that is of length L3, makes an angle beta with the horizontal, and here link 4, that is having a length L4, makes an angle phi with the horizontal. Link 2 makes angle theta, link 3 makes angle beta, and link 4 makes angle phi with respect to x-axis. Okay. So here this component, the vertical component of L2 is equal to L2 into sine of theta, and this horizontal component of L2 is equal to L2 into cos of theta. Similarly, the horizontal component of L3 is L3 into cos of beta, and this vertical component of L3 is L3 into sine of beta. Okay. Similarly, the vertical component of L4 is equal to L4 into sine of phi, and horizontal component of L4 is L4 into cos of phi, and this length is L1. This A1 to D1 is L1. So we will take the x component. X component means the component which is along the x direction. We have taken, if you consider this is a vector diagram. Okay, so x component means the component which is along the x-axis. So along the x-axis, the component of L2 along the x-axis is L2 into cos of theta, and its direction is in this way. Its direction is in this way. So x component is equal to L2 into cos of theta. Now we will take this x component of L3, that is L3 into cos of beta. The direction of link L3 is in this way, so this is also in this way. Okay, so which is equal to plus L3 into cos of beta plus L3 into cos of beta. Okay, and if we take the x component of L4, the direction of L4 is in this way, so L4 is negative, that is minus L4 into cos of phi, minus L4 into cos of phi, and along the x direction there is L1. L1 is also in x direction, so L1 is in this direction, so we will take it as a minus, so it is minus L1 is equal to 0. We have taken the x component of all the four links. We will take it for the L3 into cos of beta. So L3 into cos of beta is equal to L1 plus L4 cos of phi minus L2 into cos of theta. Okay, so we will mark it as equation 1. Now we will take the y component. So y component of L2 is L2 into sine of theta plus the L3 is in this direction, so its y component is in above direction, so it is equal to L3 into sine of beta. L3 into sine of beta. Now L4. The L4 is in downward direction, so its sine component is also in downward, so it is negative minus L4 into sine of phi, and L1. The y component of L1 is horizontal, so y component of L1 is 0. So minus 0 is equal to 0. If we solve this for L3, then L3 into sine of beta is equal to L4 into sine of phi minus L2 into sine of theta. Equation number 2. Now we will take the square of both the equation 1 and 2, and then we will add it. We will take the square of both the sides of the equation 1 and 2, and then we will add it. So square and add equation 1 and 2. So we will get L3 into cos of beta square plus L3 into sin of beta square is equal to L1 plus N4 cos of phi minus L2 into cos of theta square plus L4 into sin of phi minus L2 into sin of theta square. Okay. And if we simplify this, when we simplify this, we will get the equation that is L3 square is equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus L4 square to L1 L4 into cos of phi minus 2 L1 L2 into cos of theta minus 2 L2 L4 into cos of theta minus phi. If we simplify this equation, we will get L3 square is equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus L4 square plus 2 L1 L4 into cos of phi minus 2 L1 L2 into cos of theta and minus 2 L2 L4 into cos of theta minus 4. How to remember this equation? So here if we see, here is 2 L1 L2, sorry, L1 into L4. So, and if we consider L4, here the angle is phi, therefore cos of phi minus L1 L2. The link L2 makes an angle theta, therefore here is cos of theta, and here minus L2 L4 cos of theta minus 4. Okay. Now if we again simplify this equation, we need to simplify this equation. Then 2 L2 L4 cos of theta minus phi is equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus L4 square minus L3 square plus 2 L1 L4 into cos of theta minus 2 L1 L2 cos of phi. Okay. Now divide each side by 2 L2 L4. Divide each side by 2 L2 L4. So the left hand side is equal to cos of theta minus phi equal to, if we divide this side by L1 square plus L2 square plus L4 square minus L3 square divided by 2 L1 L4, sorry, 2 L2 L4 plus 2 L1 L4 into cos of theta divided by 2 L2 L4 minus 2 L1 L2 cos of phi divided by 2 L2 L4. Okay. So here first of all we will write this term. So 2 get cancelled. L4 get cancelled. So it is equal to L1 upon L4 into cos of theta L1 upon L2. So here is L4 get cancelled. So it is equal to L1 upon L2 is equal to cos of theta minus this 2 get cancelled. Here is L2 get cancelled. So it is equal to L1 upon L4 into cos of phi plus
L1 square plus L2 square minus L3 square plus L4 square upon 2L2 L4.
2L2 L4. Okay. So for this L1 upon L4 we will consider is K1 into cos of theta minus L1 upon L4 if we consider is K2 into cos of phi plus this term is equal to K3. This term we will consider as a K3 and here is cos of theta minus phi. Cos of theta minus phi. Okay. Here K1 is equal to L1 upon L2. K2 is equal to L1 upon L4 and K3 is equal to L1 square plus L2 square minus L3 square plus L4 square upon 2L3 L4. Okay. If we see this equation here, 3 are unknowns, K1, K2, K3. In our numerical or in our problem statement, they given that is we write here for 3 positions. Means the 3 positions is theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 and phi 1, phi 2, phi 3 are given. If we put this theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, phi 1, phi 2, phi 3 in this equation, we will get the 3 equation in terms of K1, K2, K3. Okay. When we put theta 1, phi 1, theta 2, phi 2 and theta 3, phi 3 in this equation, we will get the 3 equation in terms of K1, K2, K3. Okay. Here is 3 unknowns and 3 equations. If we solve these equations, we will get the value of K1, K2, K3 and in our problem statement the length of any one link is given. Length of fixed link or length of crank is given, but using the value of K1, K2, K3 we can find out the value of L1, L2, L3 and L4. So in this overall derivation is called as the Freudenstein equation. The Freudenstein equation is used for to synthesize the 4-bar chain mechanism when 3 positions of the mechanism is given, and this Freudenstein equation is comes under the analytical synthesis method. Means in graphical method is different, analytical method is different. In analytical method we have a equations, and by solving this equation we can find out the dimensions of the mechanism, and Freudenstein equation is the equation which is used to find out the dimensions of the 4-bar chain mechanism when 3 positions of the mechanism is given. In next lecture we will solve some numerical on the base Freudenstein equation. And okay, so for today we will stop here.